Probably the first thing that you'll want to ask for is the menu if they haven't brought it to you already, because you never know.
The word is very similar. You will ask for o menu.
Oh, that's easy.
O menu. Or a ementa.
A ementa.
Yeah.
Okay.
In which you will find basically all the dishes.
So how would you put that into a whole phrase? How would you ask, can I see the menu?
Posso ver o menu?
And if you're Canadian and want to be polite, you can say, por favor.
Por favor.
Posso ver o menu?
Por favor.
Por favor.
Posso ver o menu?
Then the waiter will say,
Aqui tem, they mean here you have.
here you have it. Here it is.
You look at the menu and you realize that the menu only has the dishes and water, tea, coffee, but you want wine.
Mm-hmm. Vinho.
Vinho. So you ask for the wine menu, which will be carta de vinhos.
Carta de vinhos.
Don't you think wine is so cheap in Portugal?
Compared to everywhere else, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you can get a good bottle, not in a restaurant perhaps, but in a grocery store for like €3.
But even at restaurants, like you will pay 12, 14 euros per bottle.
Wait, but we should talk about the colors of wine.
Oh, that's right.
If you want red wine.
Vinho tinto, which means red wine. And then you'll have vinho branco.
White wine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then you'll have vinho rosé.
Oh, I like rosé. That's
Yeah.
good.
And then you'll have vinho verde.
Green wine?
Yeah, you'll just get that in Portugal, and it's dry, bubbly, almost like a white, dry, bubbly wine.
Okay.
Ah, it's so good.
Okay, so moving on to food. If you happen to be a vegetarian or maybe a vegan, then you might want to ask whether they have dishes that are suitable for your diet. So what would be a way to say that?
Tem pratos vegetarianos or tem pratos veganos?
Oh, if you're vegan, okay.
Yeah. So, do you have, tem, pratos, dishes, vegetarianos, vegetarian? Nowadays, you will find many restaurants with vegetarian options. You even find tons of vegetarian restaurants in Lisbon.
I think there was a law that forced restaurants to have at least one vegetarian dish on every menu. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not so long ago, I would say like 10 years ago, you wouldn't find a vegetarian dish. You would ask for a vegetarian dish, and they would always bring you an omelet with a salad. And do you want to explain what a salad is in most of those traditional restaurants?
Yeah, because you might expect some lettuce with mixed vegetables, a garden salad or something, but usually, and I think still now, when you ask for a salad, you probably just get lettuce, raw onion, thinly sliced raw onion, and maybe tomato.
To me, it's a salad. Right. No dressing. They'll bring you the olive oil and the vinegar, and you do your dressing.
O azeite. O vinagre.
Yeah, so if you are expecting more of a garden salad, then make sure that that's what it says on the menu specifically, because by default, a salad is just lettuce, onion, and tomato.
Yeah, so if you want a big salad, you might want to go to a salad restaurant.
So let's imagine that you've had the menu for a while, and then me as the waiter, because I'm the waiter, I can say, já decidiram.
Yeah.
So you might hear that. It sounds like the word decide. Já, which is already, and then decidiram, did you already decide? Yeah. So all of those English words translate into two words in Portuguese.
Já decidiram.
Yeah.
And if we did, we'll say sim, yes. Estamos prontos, we're ready. Estamos prontos. Or if you need more time, you just say mais pouco.
A little more time.
Yeah.
One common thing that you will see in a lot of typical Portuguese restaurants is large dishes that you can share between two people. You might have like a big platter of codfish. Bacalhau.
Some meat dishes, like sometimes some restaurants will serve you a gigantic steak that most people wouldn't eat on their own. So always make sure that you can share a dish if it's enough. And for that, you need to say dá para duas pessoas. Is it enough for two people? Or more literally, you can say é suficiente para duas pessoas.
If you already know that you're going to split a dish with somebody, then you can say nós vamos dividir prato. We're going to split or divide a dish.
Nós vamos dividir prato. Or just nós vamos dividir, if they know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then after all the food is ordered, then maybe the server, who's still me, I might ask, e para beber?
E para beber. Then you'd say the drinks.
Cerveja.
Água. Vinho. What if I want a glass of wine? Tem vinho a copo.
Okay.
4 words. If you see it on the menu, just say copo de, and then say the name of the wine. Copo de. A glass of.
One other thing that I found interesting when I first arrived to Portugal is that when you order water, there's at least 1 or 2 questions that come after you asking for water. So water in Portuguese is água. And then if you want it with gas, so if you want it like soda water, bubbly water, then it's água com gás.
They will ask you com gás ou sem gás, or just com ou sem gás.
With or without.
And then they'll also ask you
Fresca ou natural.
Cold or room temperature. Cold is fresca and room temperature is natural.
Fresca is the literal translation of fresh. So it still makes it kind of easy to remember because it's just like if you're refreshed, then it's cold.
Yeah, but my first time in an English-speaking country, I would say that I wanted fresh water.
Fresh water. That's what you swim in.
Água fresca com gás. And if you're Joel, you'll still ask with lemon.
With lemon. I like it
Always.
with lemon.
So, com limão.
Com limão.
He's very picky when ordering his water.
Because I want lemon with my water. Jeez, I'm not trying to change the world here.
Waiters from traditional restaurants will be like...
So you already ordered your meal, and then another waiter comes along, and they didn't see that their colleague already took your order. Then you can say, we already ordered, which is...
Já pedimos.
We already ordered.
I think in Portugal you don't have that culture of one waiter serving one table or one area because they don't get tipped, so they don't have tables assigned to them.
Yeah, it's common for waiters to share all the tables with each other.
What may happen before your dishes arrive? What may they bring to the table?
Oh, they might bring the bread and the olives and cheese and all that, which is free, right? Because they brought it to you and you didn't ask for it.
It's not free. It's very expensive.
If you have things that were brought to your table that you didn't ask for, then by law, you don't have to pay for them.
But it's always an awkward situation. So what we do in the beginning is that if you don't want those appetizers, if you don't want bread, olive, cheese, just say, oh, we're fine, we don't want bread. And they'll take it back. It's normal. They don't get offended.
Não, obrigado.
Não, obrigado.
No, thank you.
We're okay.
Estamos bem.
Estamos bem. We're okay.
We're okay.
E para beber? Este prato dá para 2 pessoas?
Fresca ou natural? Fresca ou natural?
Fresca ou natural?
Fresca ou natural?
Já decidiram? Posso ver a emenda? Tem água com gás?
Já pedimos. Já pedimos.
Já pedimos.
Já pedimos.
Tem pratos vegetarianos? Tem carta de vinhos?
When you're learning a language, it's so rewarding to keep moving forward. Completing another lesson, checking off another unit, listening to another audio dialogue, it feels like progress. But it's also super important to take a step back and review what you've already studied. Otherwise, the memories will fade and your long hours of studying will be lost forever. So how do you teach your brain to really hold on to what you learn? There's a powerful, super secret technique called spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is based on the idea that the best time to review something is just before you're about to forget it. Using gradually increasing intervals, you train your brain to last longer and longer before forgetting something until eventually it becomes part of your permanent long-term memory. You can do your own research to learn how to incorporate this technique into your own flashcard system, for example. Or you can use the Smart Review tool at practiceportuguese.com, which takes care of this for you, to make sure you review everything you've learned at the exact right time, right when you're about to forget it.